What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're still a subscriber, thanks for hanging in there. It's been quite a while since you guys have seen me come to you guys with an actual stitching update. But lo and behold, I'm back with another stitching update. I did go back the other day and look and see when my last stitching update was, and it was February 11th. And today is November the 12th. So we are right at 9 months since my last stitching update. And since then, I have gone to two, not one, but two stitching retreats. I did go to StitchCon this year, and I also went to Queen City Stitch Retreat. It has been 5 months since StitchCon, and I did want to do a video when I got back from that. Unfortunately, with scheduling and my other channel and all this other stuff going on at the time, I never got around to it. And I had been wanting to also still do a video since I got back from Queen City. And I told everybody at my table, I might have, but I know I mentioned it somewhere, that going to Queen City, it really got me back in the drive for stitching again, because it had kind of waned a little bit after StitchCon. And so after Queen City, I had been back in the saddle, and I had wanted to do an update once I got back from Queen City. So I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to try my best to keep this somewhat, not in order, but something that makes sense. So let's rewind back to June to the StitchCon retreat. And that was in outskirts of Cincinnati, Ohio. I did go. Duh. And this year I actually drove. Last year I flew, but this year I drove. I was feeling confident. For a long time I've had anxiety about driving long distances. But this year I decided I'm feeling up to it. I'm really feeling good about the trip. So I drove and didn't have any problems. And I also made plans to stop along the way and meet a friend of mine in West Virginia. She did have a stitching channel, but she has kind of fallen off of stitching for right now. Some of y'all that have been around Flosstube for a while may remember Cheryl McKinney, Tranquil Stitches. Her channel is no longer Tranquil Stitches, unfortunately. She's retooled her channel and she's doing other things with that channel. But I made a time, I actually left it out a day early and made time to meet up with her. And we had a lovely lunch and caught up. And I thought we were going to be spending a little bit more time together that day, but her husband wasn't feeling well, so she had to go ahead and get on back. And I made a decision to go ahead and try to make the drive up to Cincinnati, or at least as far as I could get. And I ended up driving the whole rest of the way. From that point, it was about 5 hours, and I went ahead and made it the rest of the way. And I had already reserved my room. I was staying at the Hyatt that's attached to the convention center, like I did last year. And so I called them and asked them if they had any vacancy for that night, because I was staying as reserved from the following night through the weekend. And I had asked them if they happened to have any vacancy for that night, and I would have no problem switching rooms or paying a higher cost for that night or whatever. And so luckily they squeezed me in, and so I was still able to stay at the Hyatt that night. So I actually came in Wednesday night. So come Thursday, I was already there. So yeah. So I'm going to show you what all I worked on at StitchCon, and then I will kind of maybe show you some of the stuff that I got at StitchCon, and then I can kind of show you what I worked on at Queen City. I did have a start at both retreats, so I will show you those. And I actually had a finish at Queen City, and so I get to show you that one too. So I'm going to try to make this make sense as much as possible. So I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering, and yeah, let's just try to get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my Death by Cross Stitch, because I technically worked on it both retreats because it's easy to work on, and I like working on this one at retreats because, again, it's easy to work on. It's a 32 count. It's one of the MCG Textiles linens. It's the oyster color. And if you've never seen Death by Cross Stitch, here is what it looks like. That's the Death by Cross Stitch. I have started this all the way back in 2016 or 2017. When did this thing come out? I don't know if it tells, but I've been working on this since around the time it was released. When it was big to do, everybody and their mama and their grandmama was starting it. And I don't normally go for things that everybody is stitching on. Things that are like viral in the stitching world. I generally tend to stay away from those. But I did start it way back then, and I'm still working on it. I am slowly getting my progress on it. I don't know where it was the last time you saw it, but this is where it is currently sitting at. I do know that I have definitely stitched these diagonals right here, and that's probably what I was working on at StitchCon as well. Don't remember. But as you can see, that's what I was in the middle of working on, even when I worked on it at Queen City. So this got worked on at both retreats. So, 2/2, 32 count, MCG linen, and this is just using DMC. So these are my 3 colors. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to try to work in like a golden yellow in there somewhere, but I'm not married to that idea. So, but I will keep plugging away at this. Just a heads up, I am waiting for a package to come. I think it's supposed to be coming with the mail, like by postal service. So, but I was just letting y'all know that if it is a bigger package, which I don't think it is, she might bring it up to the house. But just saying. Also at StitchCon, I did try to work a little bit on Night Walk Down. I think I was actually trying to work on this the first night. And that is from the Blue Flower. I think the last time y'all saw this, I might have had her hair done, and that was it. But I have made some decent progress since whenever the last time I showed it was in a video. And I still don't know if I'm happy with the color of this dress, but I am soldiering on because I'm not going to keep changing out. I have spent so much time stressing about the color of this dress. But here's where she's at right now. The color that's charted for her dress, I figured out finally after forever. It was charted in a limited edition classic colorwork, I think. Whatever it was a limited edition color. And there's another brand that has that same name of a color, but it's a little different. So I went to, what's the name of that shop? Keepsakes. I went to Keepsakes and thumbed through their flosses, trying to find a close match to whatever the suggested DMC alternative was. I wasn't happy with it in the end. I think I picked out 2 flosses at the time. I wasn't happy with one of them, and then I tried stitching with the other one. Still wasn't happy with it. But since I got home, I went and was looking in my stash and picked out a different color, and so that is the color that you see represented there in the dress. Yeah, there's still string hanging down because there is, it kind of breaks off right here where the cat is, and I just didn't feel like carrying it at the time. I put this away in just like, ugh, I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, that's where she's sitting at right now. So I have some time to myself right now. Abby hasn't been one to take a nap during the day most days lately, especially these last couple of months. And she's going to bed a lot better, but sometimes she doesn't sleep good at night, or she just wakes up entirely too early, like she did today. So she had to go down for a nap. So she is down for a nap. And Andy is outside at our other house on the property, and he's doing some organizing of some of his collectibles and whatnot. But the color that I ended up going with is another limited edition color, so I apologize if you liked what you saw. But this was a limited edition Gentle Arts called Winter Moon, which strangely is fitting for the name of the title. I didn't plan that. I was looking at the color, and so yeah, that's what I went with, in case anyone's wondering. And I did have a start at StitchCon on the last day, and I finally decided to stitch Lindy Stitches. What's the name of this? Bury Me With My Needle. I bought this at the retreat, bought the fabric at the retreat, and I think I had kitted it up at Keepsakes while I was there. No, I take that back. I didn't kit it up at Keepsakes while I was there, because I got this on the last day. And I was kind of running low on money at that point. So, but yeah, I did purchase the pattern and the fabric to stitch it on, and I dug through what I had in my excuse me, I dug through what I had in the projects that I brought with me, and I managed to find that white color that's on the hoop that she's holding. So I did technically have a start on it while I was there, so you're not going to see much. But this is being stitched on Grace Notes Fabrics. Bradley is the name of the color, and it's a 16 count Aida. Oh, and the blue flower, I want to say this is Truffle. I don't remember what the name of this color is. I want to say it's a Picture This Plus Truffle. 40 count. 40 count. But don't hold me to it. So let me show you my gigantic start on Lindy Stitches, and I'm trying to remember which way is up. At this point, does it even really matter? It's just the fabric. It is a mottled yellow, but there's my little teeny tiny start. That was my start. That's all I did. There you go. You can see a lot better now. So, and this needle minder right here I actually got at the retreat at StitchCon. Somebody at a table, I think I overheard, or somebody else at my table or one of the other tables had gotten one. And I was like, I got a cicada needle minder, I must go get one. So I hunted her down, and I said, do you have cicada needle minders? And she said, yes, I do. I think she had a different kind also. She has a couple other ones. But I said, I want one of those. So because 2024 was the big year for cicadas. Two particular broods came out at the same time, and it's the first time these particular broods have emerged together since like the 1800s, I think. So, but yeah, little teeny tiny start on it. And I actually did kind of feel like I had wanted to go back and work on it again before Halloween. It just never happened. But I did go ahead and order the called for threads from 123 Stitch. So it is all kitted up now. There might have been one thread that they didn't have, but I guess I'll figure that out later on. Don't remember which one. So, while at StitchCon, if you've been to a treat, I'm going to show y'all this bag. I'm sure y'all have already seen all the StitchCon recaps, but I love this bag. Love this bag. Sorry if it's dirty. It has been sitting in my floor for the last 5 months. Love this bag. It is so nice. It is this vinyl, like, yeah, it is so nice. Much better than the ones from last year, honestly. And then it has like the little loop on the back, so you can loop it across your luggage handle. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Mucho's candies were passed out, and honestly, I have not touched any of this candy. Somebody was passing out this little teeny tiny freebie, and they had kitted it up. And that is from Tiny Modernist. I have not touched any of this since I got back, y'all. I am being perfectly honest. Snacks. I need to take all this out. I really do. Beautiful scissors bob. I'm just now taking all this out since I got back. So just letting y'all know. Some more needle minders. Cute little needle minders. And little, what do you call those? Like to go on the floss rings and stuff. I don't use the floss rings. Floss drops, sorry. I don't generally use the floss drops, but it's really pretty. Another floss drop. Floss Boss and Cousins was there. Either needle minder from them. All this stuff is just what I kind of shoved in my front pocket. All this swag that was passed out from people at other tables. The pink stitchers. More candy from Stitchwork Design Company. More floss, like cards. Some of these. All these like little floss drop things, I will not use. If anybody wants them, please don't hesitate to call me. Another little like scissor fob thing with 2024. Cute little charm. Charmed to meet you. Jamie Richardson, Stitching and Wishing. Another one of these. More floss drops. Thank you from Threads and Stitches. Cross Country Cross Stitch. And then some needles that I had in my bag. So, if anybody wants my floss drops, you're welcome to them. Because I will not use them. Just let me know and I will stick those in like an envelope or something and mail them out to you. This was a survival kit that was passed out. Has not been opened. And I already showed y'all that. And this one actually had a really pretty, see, I didn't know this was in here. I didn't look at it. People pass stuff out, and I just like, oh, thank you. And I stick it in my bag. I did not know this was in here. This is an Ort, one of those little fold-up Ort container things. Keeping that candy out. This is one of the little fold-up Ort things, which I'd known this was in here. I wasn't even paying attention, y'all. And I don't know who this was from. I'm sorry. If you happen to know, let me know. Yeah, this is just one of the little fold-up Ort things. So you put it on your table when you're stitching, and just you throw your Orts in there, and then when you're done, you can take them out and put them in another container, or toss them in the trash or whatever. So really cute. And I'm going to keep this out as well, because I'm going to go ahead and put that on my scissors. So let me go ahead and show y'all what I picked up from Keepsakes. I picked up a few patterns. Didn't really pick up a lot there. We picked up Haunted Chateau from Twin Peak Primitives. I liked this one from the first moment. It was shown probably in a Pam and Steph video. I'm a sucker for a good sampler. And it also picked up a very thick, she a thick book. This is a Scary sampler from Heartstring Samplery. Picked that up. That Weeping Willow is what did it for me. I love that. And it says, I will die here where I have walked, and I will walk here though I am in my grave. So. And then I also picked up the Autumn Fractor from Plum Street Samplers. And then this was like a little freebie that was there. Little truck with a pumpkin, and so. Was it a freebie, or did I pay $4.59 for it? Maybe I paid $4.59 for it, because that's what price is on it. I don't know. So that's what I picked up from Keepsakes. That's something else. Something else. One of the ladies at my table, I am so sorry, I'm blanking on your name right now. Is it in here? Oh, Handmade with Love by Nana K. So I think she has a channel, but she made everybody at our table one of these sets, and they're super nice. They're quilted, really thick and nice. Got like a little notions pouch, and then like a little mini notions pouch. Super cute. Excuse me, my throat's getting a little irritated. I can't say that I'm not used to talking this much, but I don't know. It's just something in the air today. This is a little mini can of the Winter Spiced Cranberry. It's a little heavy on the carbonation, I will say that, but it's good. Okay. Continuing on. And I think I did pick up some things from, oh, here's another. These are some, like, project cards you can put in your projects. Sorry, that was another freebie. Sorry. Anyway, picked up some things from the freebie table, Rosewood Manor. I don't know what you would call this, but it's a Rosewood Manor pattern. I'm a sucker for a Rosewood Manor pattern, as well as samplers. I love Rosewood Manor, it's my favorite. This was another freebie. And I'm holding it back here because it's the pattern. I don't even know who this is by. It was literally, like, it's on a cardstock. And I think I wrote in, I can't remember, I don't know if that's my writing or somebody else's writing. The linen was not my writing, but somebody wrote in the stitch count. So pick that up. I got a ton of stuff off the freebie table. I think that this was a freebie from the Blue Flower. Stitcher's Gonna Stitch. Also picked up Ghoul Talk from White Lion, Lyon, White Lion Needle Art Designs. And that is really hard to see, but I think if you do it, they have photographed this in the worst light. You can see where the shadows are on the jelly beans and all this stuff. You see the way the shadows are coming. So they've got this with light coming in from diagonally. But I will read you what it says. It says, Ghoul Talk. Make time for your ghoul friends. Candy corn and jelly beans are vegetables. You can never have too many shoes. No toad kissing, sorry. Hair belongs on spiders, not on your chin. Everybody picks a pumpkin that is pleasingly plump. Don't wait for the invisible man. He won't show up. It's Ghoul's night out, so if the broom fits, fly. This would be a good pattern. It's literally just text. Literally just text. So you could pick a fabric, pick your floss, and whatever you choose. And it would be a cute little something to hang up around Halloween time. They're calling for Zweigart Intrigue from Needleworker's Delight. Stitch count is $3.95 by $2.78. So there's actually two colors in here. So the green and the orange are two separate colors. They're calling for orange marmalade and kiwi. DMC 310 for chin hairs. I don't know where chin hairs is. I don't know. But anyway, this is one of the patterns you could easily customize. Then we have Sampler Heart from Little House Needleworks. Super pretty. It's another one that you could pick your colors, and you don't have to do all three of them. You could do it times 3, or you could do it times 1, whatever. They provide you with one, and you can stitch it as many times as you want. More floss drops. Also picked up this on the freebie table. I don't know if it has a name. It kind of looks like, I don't even know. I feel like this style looks like something maybe Plum Street or Blackbird Designs. But maybe somebody else can kind of tell me. It was just like this. That's all. It was just like that. Picked that up. Picked up this book. This might have been at Keepstakes, like outside, or it might have been on the freebie table. I don't remember. Picked that up. I really like that Santa right there. He's really cute. Really like this. What do you call this? The country, like the country style Santas and stuff. And then they also had this one. So got that one as well. I'm pretty sure these were both on the freebie table because I remember picking this one off the freebie table. 2012 Santa from the Prairie Schooler. Cute little, like a scissor fob or a zipper pull or something. This was in our bag from StitchCon. I think this was another bag that was passed out by Nana K. Cute little bags. And then there was another little fort thing in there. And then we also have another floss ring, and then like a travel, a little travel thing. Really cute. Actually, no, that wasn't from Nana K. I'm sorry. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mixing things up. There's a card with this that was in here. Beth Harvey at Blue Willow 723 on Instagram. So Blue Willow Stitching, maybe? I'm sorry, guys. It has been forever since StitchCon, and I'm just trying to get y'all through it. Also, I hit that freebie table like 4 or 5 times over the course of the weekend. So, Antiqued Sampler. This is from the Sampler House, I think. Antiqued Sampler. So, these are both the same thing. One is, I think, is the original, and one is the reproduction, but really pretty. Antiqued Sampler. Then we got from Lottie Da, there's a 1546 freebie. Just a cute little random design. Lizzie Kate Snowbird, that's freebie. These looked like pages that might have come from, if you ever ordered from Needlework. It's a particular needlework store that I'm thinking of that I used to get fabric of the month from them, and they would always include a packet of freebie patterns. Stitching Nation from Needle Bling Designs. That was really cute. I like that. It's got that like that quilt star on it. And I think this is that same freebie Tiny Modernist pattern, maybe. Is it? Anyway, the Tiny Modernist. Work basket, No Place Like Home. I picked up Cross Stitching Country Crafts from January, February of '86. And I think there might have been a pattern in here that called to me, which is why I went ahead and picked it up. It might have been that Delft sampler on the cover, but I doubt it. Maybe I just picked it up just because. Maybe, I don't know. It might have been that. But these right here were really pretty, I think. These, it includes the one, but there's a series of them. So that might have, maybe that was why I picked it up. I don't remember. But anyway, that's. Also found Bent Creek, Peaceful Forest, and also Night Lights. So really cute designs from Bent Creek. Told y'all, I picked up a lot of freebies last year from StitchCon too. I love the freebies. I think this was passed around. This is from Twisted Threads, I believe. I think this is from Twisted Threads. I don't know what's out. This is Alphabet Heart is the name of it. That might have been, I think that was passed around. Titania, just a cute little stitching and blackwork design from, that one's from Summer House Stitchwork, and then there was another one on the other side of it from the Work Basket. I'm always looking to add to my smalls patterns stash. This one is Emma Condon's Summer Chart Book. This looks like it came with a Cross Stitch Crazy magazine, one of those freebie booklets that you get sometimes. I think somebody was passing this out or something, or maybe I got it in the mail. I don't remember. But I do have a subscription to that, so I got that. And then what included with our StitchCon swag, we got these books. So we could take notes, and I never used it. But I will, no, not, you know what, this is not what I got. These were passed around, I think, or somebody was giving these out. Because we did get a journal in with our swag. And that was, you know, to write down maybe pattern names, or maybe flosses that you were lacking that you needed to remember, or people's names, Flosstube channels, whatever you needed to write down. So this was included in our swag bag. And then our passport, you don't need to see that. This I think right here was so pretty. This is going to be my new war jar. This was actually part of our swag bag as well. This is so pretty. It has the Ohio, which has been majorly scratched up, unfortunately, at this point. But just one of these little jars. You can put your ports in there. So I really loved this. That was so pretty. And I think somebody was passing these out. This is for an 8-inch Q-snap or a 10-inch hoop. Really pretty grime guard, and I do like that it's the wide grime guard. So I actually need to keep that out so I can put that in my drawer over there. So yeah, that was StitchCon. Making sure I got everything out. That was StitchCon. I don't think I had anything in the pockets here. So yeah. Lots of goodies to be had at StitchCon. Give me a second. Let me load all this stuff up, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I've had to turn my ring light on because the sun is like over there now, so I'm losing light over here. So that was StitchCon. That's what I remember of StitchCon anyway. After StitchCon, I did buy a couple of grab bags from Brandy at Be Stitch Me. I don't know why I always have to say it like that. I don't know why. She was having a sale on some grab bags, and I got an Ada grab bag. We don't know what colors these are, I don't think. We don't really know what colors these are. These are like mist dyes, or maybe there was a splotch on a piece like this right here. There's like splotches on it. But we don't know what any of these colors are. So that one's a cute little piece. Perfect for like an ornament. Well, I mean, all of these would be perfect for little smalls. Maybe this will be motivation I need to do more smalls and participate in smalls exchanges and stuff. Really pretty. Got really pretty dark, like a dark gray, a dirty gray. And that one, I kind of feel like I know what this one is. I feel like I have like a regular piece of linen in it or something. That one. And these could be anywhere from 14 count to, I think, 20 count. That one's interesting. So, like, if you have, like, a real small, you could do, like, one small over here and then one small on this side over here. So, I don't know what any of those are. This one I feel like might be, this one might be a 20 count. I don't know. Could be anywhere from 14 to, like, 22 or 20 count, something. I don't know. I don't remember. I just know that it was an Ada grab bag. And then I also ordered a linen grab bag from her as well. She did have even weave grab bags, but I don't stitch a lot on even weave. One of these days I would like to maybe attempt to stitch on a Verdal, which I think is basically like a 40 count even weave, but have not done so yet. So we got this piece, really pretty. This piece right here is really something. So. And we got this one. This one would be good for like the spooky. Another one that would be good for a dark spooky. And these could be anywhere from 28 to probably 40 counts, I think. And then this looks like the linen version of that one Ada that's in there. So really pretty. And these were all from Bestitch Me. So I almost said Brandy at Bestitch Me. These are all from Bestitch Me. So I love her fabrics. Her fabrics are so nice to stitch on. I was in a Fabric of the Month club from her for a little while, but I had to cancel it because one, I wasn't really stitching at the moment. Two, all my stitching stuff is out there at the house, kind of in storage, somewhat. So, let's fast forward to Queen City, and that was a few weeks ago. And we got another swag bag as well. This one is really nice. Like, this is a soft canvas. I don't know where they found this type of canvas, but it was a really soft canvas. Queen City Stitch Retreat. What I worked on there. For starters, I did go in stitching in on Death by Cross Stitch, and then I also, after I got done with that, I picked up my Death by Candy Corn because I really wanted to finish it, and I did. And I'm trying to remember who that's by, y'all. I can't remember who it's by, and I don't have the chart because I gave it away to one of my table mates. But I finished it, y'all. I have one finish for 2024. This is Death by Candy Corn. I think it's from the Scarlet House. I'll look it up, and I'll put it on the screen. But finished it, and I unfortunately don't remember the fabric. It's more like that right there. I don't remember who the fabric is. Kind of, sort of feels like a picture of this plus. But don't hold me to it. I do notice a 40 count though. So, it's just DMC. And while I was at the retreat, I had a few of these little black bits still left to do. Not many, but maybe like 3 or 4 of them. Did those. And then I had to do all 4 of these candy corns on this side. And these were all over 1. Half stitch over 1. So, could I have done them in full stitches? Yes. But these candy corns are a combination of full stitches and petite stitches. So I figured I might as well just do them all in the over 1 on 40 count. So, but that is done. I'm going to either have to repurchase my finishing supplies for it or find the ones that I purchased to begin with. And while I have this little bag out right here, this was some other stuff that we got. Somebody was passing around these little bags right here. There's a bag, and then, not passing around, sorry. One of my table mates was, passed these out to us. And then it had like a little smaller pouch. And then inside the bag, we had a little matchbook nail files. You know, because you can't have, if one of your nail breaks, you can't be having it snag your fabric. Screen cleaning wipes. And then some hand sanitizer. I need to put that in my bag so I can have it at work. Some 28 Bowen needles. Bowen is my jam. I'll put those back over here so I can put those in my bag. And then finally some of these little floss bobbins. I might use these maybe. We'll see. So, I said that was given out by one of my table mates. This little bag. Except for the cross stitch finish. Y'all already knew that, right? So when I finished that, later on Saturday, maybe like late afternoon, early evening, and I rang the bell. So that was exciting. And when I rang it, one of the other girls at my table, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, but she goes by, I'm trying to remember who she was. Was it Whittier Stitches? Anyway, one of the other girls, there was like one of the bells that they gave us to ring was a cowbell, and that's the one everybody kept ringing. And she said, every time somebody rings that bell, I keep wanting to say huzzah, because that's what they say at the run fairs when they ring the cowbells. And I told her, I was like, when I finish my Death by Candy Corn, when I go up there and ring the bell, we'll shout, you can go up there with me, we can shout huzzah. So there you go. And we did. So, but after I finished Death by Candy Corn, I did start the retreat pattern. I'm sure y'all have seen other people show it. You'll be seeing an image of what it looks like. They did have a red colorway and a blue colorway. I'm going to be stitching the red colorway. And I got a little bit of a start. Not a huge one, but a little bit. I didn't get I got more of this done once I got home. But, so yeah, that was my little bitty start on it. Actually, no, all this was at the retreat. So a little bitty start on it. This is not the called for fabric. I'm going to have to look here in a second and see what that is. Because I don't remember. Was that the piece of fabric I pulled out? I think I might have accidentally pulled it out. But, and this was the bag that was especially for the retreat. It was a custom retreat bag. So I worked on that, and that was one of the needle minders that we got. So worked on that, and I can't remember if I worked on the Fox and Rabbit Sal or not, but I've been working on that since I got home. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you what I got at the Queen City retreat. Yeah, I think I took that fabric out. Yep. Anyway, oh no, it is right here. This is on, it's Oak Crown Studios Berry Crumble. 32 count. So, this wasn't the call for fabric, and it's not the retreat, not exclusive fabric, but it wasn't the fabric that was specially dyed for all that. But it was close to, I think it's Castle Walls was one of the retreat fabric colors. We got one of these cute little bag. Is there anything in here? Yep. We got some beeswax in a crown shape. We got some buttons, orange mini ovals. And then we got some petite treasure braid. This is actually the color that is called for in the retreat pattern. So they went ahead and gave us that. And then there was some scissors. We got some scissors in our bag, and the handles were shaped like pumpkins. They were really pretty, but if I'm being honest, the openings of the handles are a little big for my fingers, so I used them at the retreat, but I've gone back to using my regular ones since I've been home. We got some needle minders. Some people that I saw had a couple of these, and they had them like all filled up. But these are just the ones that I got because I didn't want to like overload on needle minders because I already have so many. But this is like a metal tin right here, and then you could collect and trade your needle minders. Actually, this one right here, that was off of the Death by Candy Corn, so that I already had that one. So my badge. So they did have some giveaways. They had so many giveaways. I think they deliberately did it so where at least everybody could win at least something, which was so great of them. And I'm so glad they did that because, you know, I'm not saying there's nothing worse, but you get kind of disappointed when you don't win something. You go to a retreat and they have these amazing giveaways and you don't win anything. But they had some giveaways, and while I was away at one point, I won a Autumn Lane Stitchery pattern, and it's called the Curious Mermaid. I do like this one. This is one of the ones that I kind of have had my eye on, and I will admit that Dark Queen of Night, which was the retreat pattern, that was my first Autumn Lane Stitchery pattern that I've ever started. But I won this one. I was so happy to win that one. And then I also, when they set up shop at the back of the room, I purchased two more. I purchased the Siren of the Sea. And I also purchased the Witch's Hello, which I think a lot of people are stitching right now. It's so pretty. You stitch it on an orange fabric, so all this orange that you see, that's actually the fabric coming through. So that's really pretty. I love how Autumn Lane does that. They make use of a background fabric color to add to the overall design. Really pretty. And then, of course, freebie tables. I didn't get as much off the freebie table there as I did at, I didn't get as much off the freebie tables there as I did at StitchCon, but I did get Drawn Thread and Open Heart. I kind of went back and forth on that one. And then we got Stitcher Horn Book. I thought that would be really pretty. Even just doing it on a perforated paper. And then Cricut Collection, Thoughts of Mother. It says, I don't know what that says. It looks like, it says firm when required, at other times soft, proud fortune teller, position of hearts, character builder, encourager, friend. Sorry. Really pretty. I think this would be a lot better to stitch on your, like a regular mottled tannish kind of fabric, like a sampler beige. I think that would look so much better. Over here. This is the Jubilee sampler. And who is this by? So done finding a name here. Charland Designs. C-H-R-L-A-N-D. Charland Designs. This is called the Jubilee Sampler. And I might change up the colors of this. This is very brown, but I think this would be really nice. You could either stitch it monochromatically or, you know, switch up the colors. Bent Creek Peaceful Forest. Did I pick this one up? Hold on, I need to consult my other bag. Y'all, I just realized I picked up this at both at both retreats. Apparently, I liked it. So I will give one of these away to anybody. I may hold a giveaway. So yeah, that happened. Whoops. Next we have the Sarah E. Pope sampler from Sheepish Antiques. Strawberry marking sampler from Handwork Samplers. Just a really simple sampler. I don't always like complicated samplers. And then this was our packet. Sorry. That's what that went to. I was wondering. This little thing right here came out, and I was like, what did that go to? So, yeah. So, I think that's going to do it, guys. Oh, and I picked up this Rosewood Manor on the freebie table. So, what is this? Oh, some counting pins that was gifted to us. I think somebody at our table had it. Fiberlicious. Whoever runs Fiberlicious. So, yeah. More candy. One thing you can count on at a retreat is lots of candy. And then this was something that somebody was passing out. They do skin face masks. And so they were giving out these little jars of face mask. You mix this with water. 1 tablespoon and mix with water until it has the consistency of toothpaste. Apply it to face for 10 minutes and rinse. So, and I got the one for oily skin. I think she had another one that was for a combination skin. So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, that was an interesting discovery. Didn't realize I had picked it up at both retreats. So, yeah. So, since I've been home, I haven't really worked on anything that I was working on at the retreats. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up a little bit here. Why I have this? Oh, I know why this is. This is from Michael's. I stopped in there one morning on the way to the retreat and picked up floss for the retreat pattern. For the Autumn Lane. It's called Queen of the Night. And it is it was the exclusive design for the retreat this year. So, a couple more things and then I will let y'all go. So since I've been home, I have been working on the Fox and Rabbit 2024 freebie sale. I don't really want to take this off, but I will for you guys. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show y'all. Just for y'all. But I will let y'all know that I still have not gotten around to completely frogging out my original start on this. So you'll see a motif in the bottom corner that does need to eventually get frogged out. But I'm kind of worried because it has set bunched up so much. The purple dye from that floss, that silk floss from the first attempt, has kind of bled over a little bit onto the fabric, unfortunately. And there's a couple of spots here. It looks like there's like a grease spot or something. I don't know, guys. I'm still continuing to chug on it. But here is... See, this is my first attempt. That's my first attempt. But here is where I'm at on it right now. This is January, February, March, April, and then I'm working on the, where it says Hope right here. I think that says Hope. Does that say hope? Yes. So I'm currently working on the hope text box right here, which is all there was for May, right? May? No, this is June. Sorry. So this is June. My bad. That's June. And then July. There's like 4 months across each. So January, February, March, April. This was May. And then June. So actually these two motifs right here and then the text block was June. So I am chugging along on that. I'm really feeling the monochromatic right now because it's easy to just pick up and put down when needed. Because life with a 4-year-old can be unpredictable. So I'll put this back on in a minute. Let me just touch this back. Anyway, I'll put this back on in a minute. But that's where I'm at on that. We are up to the release of November. So I do have a good bit of catching up to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up before the end of the year. But you at least need to make sure to get all of the parts downloaded before the end of December. Because after that, it won't be free anymore. So the next thing I have been working on pretty regularly since I got back was Faith, Hope, and Love from the work basket. So I am working on 2 samplers, 2 projects right now that are both Faith, Hope, and Love. Maybe that's saying something. But this is from the work basket. And I am still over here. And I'm just going to take it off this one side. It is a small sampler because I'm doing it on 40 count. So I am going to take it off the one side so that y'all can see all of it. But here is where I'm at right now on it. I do know this was a birthday start 1 year, maybe about 3 years ago. I don't remember. I'm going to tell y'all something here in a second, but I'm finish showing y'all this first. So when y'all last saw it, I think I had done the first diagonal, and then I think I was working on this second diagonal right here. See this pattern right here, this first one, and then the second diagonal right there. I think I was working on that one when I first picked this up a couple weeks ago. And since then I have done all this, and I am currently in that big triangle that has the cross in it. So put y'all back, show y'all again. So this is where I'm working at right now, this right here. So, and I am stitching this with a, I really want to say it's a Silks For You hand-dyed silk. As you can see, it's got the slight variegation in the purple. So, really pretty. But yeah, again, not technically monochromatic, but it is monochromatic because I'm stitching it all in the same thread. And it's going to be kind of long. So, I still have a good ways to go. I always tell myself, maybe I can keep working on this until it gets done. That's not going to happen. But I need to do a whip parade here very soon because a couple months ago, I had to do a factory reset on my MacBook. And when I, a couple weeks later, I went looking for my whip list my spreadsheet that I had all my whips written down on. And I thought, what's in the cloud? You know, save to the cloud. I wasn't worried about it. Y'all, if I had known that that whip list had not been synced to the cloud since 2021, I definitely would have made sure that the current version of it was saved. So I currently have a whip list that's 3 years old in the cloud right now. I think I saw one offhand when I was looking for something else in my what do you call it? In Microsoft is the what is that other cloud? The Microsoft version, MSN version. I think I saw a version that said it was from 2023. But again, I was looking for something else and I didn't really get into it to see what it was. So I'm going to be looking into that. But either way, I need to do another whip parade here soon before the end of the year. And luckily, I hadn't done a whip parade yet this year, so that'll be fun. I have something like 70 whips. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Alright, y'all. I just found a Lord have mercy. I bet you that came off of this. Oh, Lord. What am I going to do with y'all? I'm going to put that over there for a second. I think my needle minder came off of my Fox and Rabbit Sal. We will find it later. We'll find it in a minute. But yeah, I need to do another whip parade so that I can get a visual representation of the whips that I currently have. So, but, so that is all the stitching I've done. I have one more thing, which I'm excited to show y'all, and then I will let y'all go. It is in this manila folder right here. While at the retreat, and this will be an update for my table mates as well. While at the retreat, I happened to see on eBay, or I got a notification that somebody was selling the Salem Remembered from the Primitive Needle. I've had that saved in my eBay search for years. And it is an out-of-print chart. If you're not familiar with it, it is an out-of-print chart. It has been a unicorn of mine for a while. And usually when it comes up for sale, it goes for hundreds of dollars. It's another one of those patterns that goes for $150, $200. Somebody had it for auction on eBay. And when I was looking at it, it was at like $51 or $52, something like that. And I kept kind of trying to keep my eye on it. But it didn't end until probably that following Monday after I got back from the retreat. So there at the very end, I kept watching on it. And within the last few minutes, you know, I was watching it and I had my highest bid set to like $100 or something like that. Right there at the end, somebody tried to outbid me. And I think I may have raised it up to like 120 there at the end just to make sure. But somebody tried to get in there at the end and jack the price up. But either way, I still managed to win it for what I consider a good price for an out-of-print chart. So this is Salem Remembered from the Primitive Needle. So I don't know what to do with myself now. Do I stitch it or do I keep it in my stash for a while and just take comfort in knowing that I have it. So I got my unicorn chart, y'all. I got a unicorn chart. So you're going to be going back in here for right now. So I think that's all I have to show you right now. I probably will try to stick to these updates maybe once a month or once every few weeks. It depends on what I have to show and how much I have to show, because with the toddler running around, I got things that I'm taking care of with my mom. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. So stitching may be slow. And I also might be working monogamously on one or two things at a time. So you're not going to get a lot of whips, you know, within a weekly span. You know, obviously, I've been working on these same two projects since I got back from Queen City. And that was, what were the dates of that? The 17th through the 19th of October. So it's been about 3 weeks since Queen City. So, and I have been, that's all I worked on, was those two projects. So, but that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. And if you've hung in here with me this long, if you're still a subscriber, I thank you so much for hanging in there with me and being a part of my channel. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things and not have so much to show next time. As far as retreats for next year, my 2025 plans in general, I'm definitely not going to StitchCon because I didn't sign up for it. I'm going to try to see how finances are and maybe possibly think about seeing if I can sign up for the Queen City retreat next year. Because that sign up is on January 1st. And I'm thinking Nora Corbett is coming back. I'm not sure, but I think that's what I heard. Or they were going to do a separate retreat for that. Because I know they're doing two separate retreats. I don't know, guys. I'm going to figure all that out. I'm not 100% sure on what my retreat plans are for next year. If I do go to any retreats, it's probably going to be the Queen City retreat, because that's only like an hour away from me. And it's nice to be able to sleep at home and then just go there and come back. But I had a blast at Queen City and StitchCon too. StitchCon is a lot to take in. The level of socializing and stress at StitchCon is like maybe like up here. Queen City is like maybe down here. It's a little bit less. It's still a big room full of people, but I think there's more giveaways, there's more opportunities. It seems like it's a little bit more fun, like it's a little bit more personalized, even though it's still a lot of people. It's hard to explain, but I did like Queen City a good bit, so I'm definitely going to be seeing if I can find a way to make it work to get into that next year. But as far as stitching plans, I don't know yet. I'm debating. I know I'm not going to do Whip Go. I'm kind of looking to see what Melanie Watkins comes up with for your whips next year, because I definitely have whips that I need to focus on. And I've even since I've been back from Queen City, I've been thinking about projects that I want to work on, things that I need to get done. I need to get my Spike Spiegel done. I need to get my, was it Reaching for the Stars? That little teddy bear Reaching for the Stars pattern. And I would like to actually get done my Hanging by a Star pattern, the Santa. The only thing that's holding me up on that is the stars, and I think I need to finish the border. There's not a lot left on that. I'm dragging my feet on it. But there are patterns, there are whips that I have that I definitely want to work on. I'm gonna have to clean up this over here. If y'all could see it, y'all would understand. But I got a lot going on over here, and I need to kind of straighten that up so that I can get to my whips a lot easier And maybe once I can get to my whips easier, I can actually pull out things a little bit easier. So, but that's going to do it for me, guys. I've been talking a lot right now. Hopefully y'all be able to see me in December. Maybe I'm definitely going to try to come back to you guys in December. I'm going to try to make it around the first week of December sometime if I can. If I can. But like I said, I also need to get Annie to find a time so I can do my whip parade. And that's going to be long, because I have some 70 odd whips. So that's going to either be broken down into 2 parts or maybe even 3 parts, depending on how I feel. So, but I'm going to let you go. I know. I've done said it a couple times now. I will see you guys again real soon. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you're enjoy your week. Get lots of stitching in. And until I see you guys again, be good. Bye for now.